What is up, fight fans? Welcome to an episode of the Fight Library. Another episode, I should say. So, beard's gone. It's coming back. I had to shave it for a work thing, but no more. No more. I'm rocking the sideburns because we don't want to, do that again. That's for the YouTube guys. The podcast guys won't get that. Anyway, so yeah, today we're talking about UFC 265. Ciryl Gane versus Derrick Lewis, and oh my goodness, it was a good night of fights, that's for sure. So yes, I know that Ciryl Gane's very good. We all know that Ciryl Gane's very good, but man, did Derrick Lewis just give him the opportunity to shine. I'm talking about shine bright. It's the perfect matchup for him, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and talk about it first. So early on, Ciryl Gane, he set up what he was going to do in this fight. The oblique kick was very early. He's going to the legs. He's going to work down the legs. The kicks, he was, it made Derrick Lewis want to head hunt, and that didn't work well for him. Obviously, now we know because he got knocked out, which is the first time in Derrick Lewis's, not really. No, Sean Jordan knocked him out. Why did they say that on the broadcast? I was literally there live when Sean Jordan knocked out Derrick Lewis. The whole crowd started chanting LSU. So yeah, that was bull. But yeah, so he was wanting to head. He was wanting to headhunt, but he couldn't get in range because of the kicks. Then Derrick Lewis kicked Ciryl Gane in the nuts, and he's on Joe Rogan's podcast saying he does that on purpose, and I fully believe he did that on purpose too. Oh, yeah. It didn't affect the fight. Every time Lewis would get close to Ciryl Gane, he would clinch up, which, that's kind of the smart thing to do. Either that or he would about face and run. It was just funny. Ciryl Gane's pulling the whole Alexander Gustafsson. A big jab from Gane in the first round also had Derrick Lewis thinking it was an eye poke, which was hilarious if you think about it because of the nut shot. And honestly, good. That's a hell of a jab. It really was. So round two opened up. We got more leg kicks from Ciryl Gane. And he continued to do this throughout the whole entire night. Lewis would bum rush and Gane would clinch up. Ciryl Gane would land knees in the clinch against the fence, shoulder strikes, all that. Round three, it was apparent this time Lewis did not know what to do with a leg kick at all. It was completely obvious. Lewis got the body locked, and then he got turned on the fence too. So, Gane showing his aptitude against the fence when we all know he's a kickboxer first. So I like seeing that from him. Although Derrick Lewis isn't the most fence pressure heavy guy there is, let's be honest. An uppercut from Gane, he started wailing on Lewis against the fence. The big uppercut in the clinch, and, it was just where he kind of started slanging them hammers. Mouthpiece gate. Derrick Lewis lost his mouthpiece. Did he spit it out? He might have. That'd be funny. He needs a break. Ref stops the fight. Then, Gane pounces and he crumbles. And, yeah, hammer fist on top. And he won in round three. So, I really like what Ciryl Gane brought today. I'm going to talk about this on an article in My MMA News. But, the kick velocity. He would throw kicks at, full speed. He would throw them at, three-quarter speed. It's kind of like when a pitcher in baseball throws a changeup and a fastball back-to-back. Kind of gets the batter conditioned for one or the other. And that's what Ciryl Gane was doing. He'd poke at his leg some more, and then he'd whack him. And it really worked well. Moving on down the card, Aldo versus Pedro Munoz. Aldo has such fast reaction time, and he's proving once again that leg kicks aren't real. He just checked him like it was nothing. Go back and look at the clips. It's amazing. He just picks his leg up. It's perfect. Munoz really had nothing for Aldo's defense all night, and it was evident early on. And I just love Aldo's body work. He was going to the body with an uppercut, and he's quick with it, and it is hard. Munoz, he tends to rush things in the fight, and Aldo is calm. He's cool. He's collected, and he knows what he's doing. He's been there 100 times, and yeah, he did a great job with that. Round two starts up, and Aldo starts piecing up with the jab. He was a slow start in the first round, but the second he really started to get in there, and he just kept Munoz at range with the jab the entire round. Round three started, and Aldo starts unloading. Munoz threw a spinning capoeira type kick that missed by a mile. I mean, he was grasping at straws there. Aldo, he triple jabs up. He's backing Munoz up. And he was looking at the clock at about 2:30 left. I thought he was a little bit tired, but he managed to weather the storm and look good. It is a 3-round fight, so he should be good with that. He threw 4 leg kicks in the whole fight. Or he threw more than that, but he threw real, 4. The 4th one made him fall. That's what I'm trying to say. Munoz clinches up and Aldo exit with, a huge right hook. It was just beautiful. 40-9 significant strikes in round 3. Aldo, he even threw a huge aggressive combo at the end of round 3. Jab, hook to the body. I believe he mixed it up well, and he looked like the old Aldo. I really like seeing all what we had from him here. And actually, Jose Aldo higher output this fight in a 3-round fight than all of his 5-round fights ever. It's because when he was fighting 5-rounders that he was finishing everybody. I mean, let's be honest. Chiesa versus Luque. Very, very interesting fight. Round 1, first round finish. Luque won via Darce. Chiesa was super respectful of Luque's striking. And it was just kind of a feeling out process for the first like minute. And then Chiesa catches with a nice 1-2 combo. A really good 1-2 in the exit. And cut up his face. Cut up Luque's face. Luque started to headhunt. And Chiesa got him down immediately. I mean, he was like, bang, you're on the ground. He starts hunting the back, looking for the rear naked choke, and Chiesa gets out of it. And Chiesa goes to his hands and knees to get up like a wrestler does. And Luke's like, oh, look, a Darce. And he chokes him out. It's like super deep, and he's not getting out of it. And I'm like, wow, Michael Chiesa just got subbed, which was impressive. But like Luke subbed somebody. That's weird. And then I look back at his record. He's submitted 4 people by Darce. That's like his go-to sub. It's really interesting. I was like, look at Luke getting that on. But then it's like, oh, he does this all the time. Song Yadong, great fight. Hill Tisha Torres, trash fight. My real fun one was Rafael Fiziev and Green. I'm going to call him Fizzy for short. So in round 1, Fiziev, he used the kick to keep Green at a disadvantage or at a distance with his reach disadvantage because Green was the longer guy. And we saw that later in the fight. But Fiziev, he feints with his hands, shoulders, hips, and feet. Like, the dude's a master striker, and we know it. He's taught Petr Yan. He's done all this. He's great. I love everything that Rafael Fiziev brings to the table when it comes to striking. Round 2, it came out banging. Green clinches up, and Fiziev throws great short elbow exiting just over the top. Boom, catches him, and it was like, whoa, I like that. And then, like, Green was trying to get the fight to the ground, and he reaches under and just, like, grabs a hold of Fiziev's nuts. It was weird. A lot of balls play in this card. It was, I don't know. I don't know why I'm noticing these things. Freudian something? Maybe, I don't know. Oh, Fiziev catches, he caught Green with a huge hook, and it knocks him to the fence. And then another one, and like Green survives. Like, it just showed me how tough, because I completely underestimated Bobby Green going in this fight. I was like, oh, this is a perfect fight. He bangs, and that's what Fiziev's going to be great at. 2 minutes left in round 2, and Fiziev very clearly slowed down. The high pace he put out was hard to keep up. In the commentary at that point, we're talking about he does 20-minute rounds sparring, 1 round. That's it. 25-minute round. Nope. He was tired. He was pushing a really big pace. Minute left, and Green lands, and Fiziev started banging back. These two were just going at it. They were just really having fun in there. Fiziev go, "Rah!" And Bobby like, nope, that's not. They were just going at it. It was great. Round 3, they just started to throw haymakers at each other. Fiziev, he kept the leg kicks going, and then like he slowed way down, and he's like the midpoint. He's needing to survive in the 3rd round, and Green just starts coming with straight jabs and crosses. Catches a kick, and like Fiziev does this cartwheel out the way and stuff. And then Green like clips Fizzy with 15 seconds left, and he survives. Fizzy obviously won by unanimous decision, and it was a good fight, really good fight. They gave it to Fizzy. I thought it was the right call. What's next on this card? Oh yeah, Vince Morales, my boy, versus Rodriguez. Rodriguez had a good jab. Morales, he was throwing a bunch of loop and stuff, and Rodriguez chokes it with with straight shots and just pop, pop, pop. But eventually, Morales in the 2nd round, he had a good right hand that caught Rodriguez off balance. That's where the fight started to kind of turn for him. He likes to dip in and go to the body, and I really like the body work that Vince Morales brought in this this fight. He didn't have to deal with the leg kicks, that's for sure. So round 3, he continues more work to the body, and he pushes forward the entire fight, and that's what got him the win. So good on Morales. Really happy to see that. And then we had, who was it? Melissa Gatto finally made her UFC debut. Whoever she fought broke her arm. It's like the 5th straight pay-per-view. Somebody broke their arm. Oh, yeah. Manel Kape and Ode Osborne. Big one, too, by Kape. Start out. He needed to start out faster because his first 2 fights he lost because he lost the first round because he didn't do anything. So, he stopped leading and he started looking for the counter. He got off to a bang and then he kind of pulled back. So, yeah. Anyway, so he at the very end of the first round, he has this this switch knee he'll do. He was drilling it in the back. They showed it, and he did it in the fight too. He would step back with his right foot, step back with his left. No, he steps back with his left. Then he steps back with his right foot, and he pushes off the right foot, and bink, pops up and like a flea. Just bink, pops up, and lands it perfect. Osborne probably could have kept going, but he didn't. Ref called it off. I mean, that's the fight. That's how it goes. So yeah, great night of fights. I really enjoyed it. No fights this week. We got a 1-week break, and yeah, I don't know. I'm doing some work for Sherdog for Glory. If you caught the last podcast, and I'll be doing some stuff for that. So be on the lookout. Alex Pereira is fighting, and Badahar is fighting. It's going to be a really fun night, and I'm gonna do a little bit of analysis on Sherdog. You'll be able to catch that on my Twitter. Anyways, guys, thank you. This one's a little shorter than normal, but I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that listens and, subscribe, all that. Y'all are the greatest. Y'all are the greatest ever. Let me tell you about it. I don't know why I do weird voices. Anyways, so I'm going to try and get a guest back for the preview for Cannonier and Gastelum. I'll hopefully have the beard back by then, too, because I got a double chin. Ugh, it's rough. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. I'm out. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very fun to make it. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video and these talks I had. Hope you enjoyed my guest and all of my topics on the show. If you enjoyed this and you want to support the podcast, you can always check me out on Patreon. Patreon is a crowdsourced funding where you pay $5 a month, for my example, $5 a month, and you get exclusive content every Monday. Every Monday, content just for you, including the career watch-through of Khabib Nurmagomedov, if that might interest you. Other things I have in the pipeline after the Khabib will be the ruthless reign of Robbie Lawler, Mike Tyson's revenge, and much more. It's great. I hope you all enjoy this, and check me out on Patreon. It's fun, and I think you guys would like it. Patreon.com/Fight Library. You could find me on there. Fight Library everywhere. So guys, thank you again, and have a good one.